On the Voyage, the adventures of Voyagers 1 and 2. A 1,000-mile journey begins with a single step, but what do we do at the end of the trip? We answer this question today as we explore the fantastic and one-of-a-kind journeys of Voyagers 1 and 2. Since their launch in 1977, the two spacecraft have taken pictures of several points of interest within the solar system, focusing on the gas giants. With all the potency and capability these two bad boys have left, they continue their trip into interstellar space, a place no spacecraft has gone before. Here, we complement these two outstanding testaments to human ingenuity by highlighting the most significant moments of their career. Welcome to Brainbender Solarium. Join us as we travel through space and explore the Voyager mission's accomplishments. It seems the latest craze in photography is the selfie. People get creative, do different poses, add filters and edits, all to get the best photo. What if we could take a selfie of all of humanity? That's what Voyager 1 achieved on Valentine's Day in 1990. As the probe completed its mission on Saturn, NASA sent a command to flip the camera and turn it towards Earth. Why is this picture so meaningful? Carl Sagan answered that question with elegance. This picture carries the message that we, Earth, are nothing but a speck in this vast universe. Let the gravity of how profound that knowledge is slowly sink in. The Voyager missions have not only had photographic accomplishments, but exploration ones as well. Both Voyagers have discovered multiple moons belonging to the outer planets. To be precise, they have found 3 moons, with Jupiter, 4 with Saturn, 11 with Uranus, and 6 with Neptune. They also discovered that one of Saturn's moons, Titan, has a denser atmosphere than Earth. Voyager's data gave us better insight into the weather patterns on Jupiter, including the Great Red Spot. And before the Voyager missions, the title of ringed planet belonged exclusively to Saturn. Voyager's probes found data supporting the presence of a thin ring system around Jupiter, Uranus, and Neptune. For at least a decade before Voyager, space missions were focused on the Moon. Voyager 1 and 2 were pioneers in the expansion of space exploration. Scientists have stated that these two space probes have sent us enough information to fill Encyclopedia Britannica 6,000 times. It is essential to acknowledge that the Voyager probes were the first artificial objects to enter interstellar space. After completing its visit to Jupiter and Saturn, Voyager 1 was slingshot into space beyond. As of September 2013, the probe crossed the heliopause, the boundary where the effects of solar wind and interstellar wind are in equilibrium. As of this writing, the spacecraft is presently 148 astronomical units away from Earth and is still moving farther away. Voyager 2 took an unexpected detour before following its big brother into interstellar space. It was intended to track behind Voyager 1, but scientists at the JPL saw that they could still utilize Voyager 2's surprise trajectory to fly by Uranus and Neptune. Congress was assured easily, seeing the wealth of data we collected from the Jupiter and Saturn missions. So, the astronauts geared up Voyager 2 for 2 more flybys before letting it fly on its own towards the stars. And in November 2018, the probe joined its brother on the journey to the great beyond. The Voyagers are still recording and transmitting data on whatever they can from wherever they are. While it will be sad, the two probes can't go on forever. Both space probes use hydrazine for fuel. They don't use a lot since they only need it for corrective action, such as setting the trajectory for a gravitational assist from another planet, reorienting the probe for transmitting data, stuff like that. But since the probes are now in interstellar space, a lot of reorienting has to be done to make useful observations. The more we observe, the more we burn gas. The plutonium batteries used to power the instruments on board are bound to lose their power at some point. Furthermore, as of early this year, Voyager 1 only has 4 remaining instruments, while Voyager 2 has 5. At some point, we will just stop hearing from them. Irrespective of that, what the Voyager achieved through its lifetime is breathtaking. We can dare say that we might be several years behind in knowing our very own solar system without the help of these probes. Without the maneuvers that these spacecraft have tried first, we would never have a benchmark to progress our current space probes. Thanks for joining us. We hope you found this video interesting. If so, take a look at some of our other videos you see on the screen now. Also, ring that bell to keep up with new content that we publish weekly. We'll see you next time, here on Solarium.